What's up, guys? Welcome to Nintendo Power Block, episode 142. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Deerigan, alongside me, under construction, Eddie Fresh.
I am rebuilding for 2019. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Ed's getting a new mixer and a new microphone, so preemptive apologies for the non-microphone audio quality. But you know what? It's Nintendo Power Block, and it's Nerds Gone Rogue. That's what we do. So, how's it going, Ed? How's your day?
It's going really great. We've just been getting hit with crazy news, not only from Nintendo, but just in the gaming industry. And everybody know what's going on. But man, there were some big announcements for Nintendo, and
for the other big news, check out this week's new Destiny podcast, Tower Casuals, for that big news bomb. For those who know, I like Destiny. Bungie has broken off from Activision and are now in full custody of Destiny and the publishing rights and the first two games and everything. So, for those of you who have Destiny boxes with the Activision logo on it, you're now a collector. Congratulations.
Yes.
But yeah, also, you don't hear the sweet, sultry voice of the wise Wisconsinite tonight. He's on assignment, as we like to say. No, he's doing family stuff. I think actually he's working, because tomorrow he's got family stuff. So
yes,
we're recording really early this weekend. So if something happens on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, you're not going to hear about it today. So, but yeah, quick housekeeping. I didn't really prepare anything. Just this is going to be a little bit of a casual episode, I'm going to say. We do have a couple questions for Question Block, but in terms of housekeeping, Nindy Showcase Season 2 is well underway. Dead Cells episode is up, and then, every Saturday from here through the end of February, there is a new episode. Also, this past Saturday, I have to check what episode went up. I've been really far behind this year, Ed. I've been redoing the stuff on the website to make sure it, coincides with our new kind of business plan.
Yes.
And just not prepared.
Well, first and foremost, thank you, everybody. You have helped us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, so we really do appreciate, and we really thank you guys for joining us for all these episodes, and we hope that you guys continue to spread the word, help us get it to more subscribers, but we really do want to thank you guys for that.
Yeah. Can I tell you a funny story about that, by the way? So yes. How we were promoting stuff, and I've been asking people to help, subscribe and help us get the Nintendo Power Block URL and everything. We're at 99 subscribers. Guess who our 100th subscriber was?
Who?
Sana.
Oh,
my wife had not subscribed to Nintendo Power Block yet.
But congratulations to her. Thank you,
man,
Sana, for helping us get to that 100. Yes,
man. By the way, this past Saturday, the episode that is posted is The Gardens Between, a cool little puzzle game that you guys should definitely check out. And if you don't have it on Switch and you have an Xbox, it's on Xbox Game Pass, and it's also I think it's on sale for $11.99 in the eShop now. So you should go check it out. It's a cool little relaxing kind of simple puzzle game. It's just awesome. You should watch the Indie Showcase episode about it. It's great.
Yes.
So that's the episode going up. So now for the big thing about housekeeping, we've got the URL for Nerds Gone Rogue. We've got the URL for Nintendo Power Block. We're pushing for Arsenal X and Nerds Gone Platinum now. If you guys are interested in Xbox and or PlayStation, or just want to help out our other teams here on Nerds Gone Rogue, go subscribe to those channels. If you're watching the YouTube video, go to youtube.com/Nintendo Power Block, and on the right side it says subscribe to Nerds Gone Rogue, and all of our channels are there, including our new channels, Dark Zone Junkies, Javelins for Hire, and Tower Casuals, which are our Destiny, Division, and Anthem channels. Sorry, wow, I'm really. It's been a day. So yeah, come subscribe to all of our channels. We'd really appreciate the help, and everybody puts in a large amount of work. Ed and I and Jesse are running 2 channels. Matt's been doing some cool community stuff behind the scenes, and we're revamping B-Sides, and we're starting a new Let's Play show for Nerds Gone Rogue called License to Kill, which is our new Hitman series. It's going to be kind of like a comedy show, so really excited for that. The Platinum guys do a ton of work too, so just come subscribe. Also, if you don't know where to go to subscribe to us, you can go to ngrradio.com/subscribe. You can subscribe to all of our shows, either on YouTube or on your podcast service of choice. You can follow all of your favorite hosts and co-hosts and writers and authors and everything. So ngrradio.com/subscribe may be the easiest way to do it right now. Really proud of the website and how it's going. Also, last thing for housekeeping, ngrradio.com. You can now go there and search by channel. It's all done by channel. I'm finishing up. By the time this episode goes up, all of Nintendo Power Block's content should be up there. And then all that's left will be Arsenal X to finish, and then it'll all be up there. So very, very proud of it. Hope you guys check out the website. It's been a lot of hard work going into to that as well. So yeah, I think that's about it. Housekeeping's kind of dull this week. Production on Pod and Play is underway. Got a lot of awesome. I redid my desk area because this little area right here is going to be used for my GameCube and Dreamcast. Because
nice.
Because this is the last piece of housekeeping. Nintendo Power Block's getting 2 new Let's Play shows. NG Arcade, which is the seasonal arcade celebration show from Ed, and so I've been teasing CubeTube, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I've decided to name it CubeCast TV, and we're gonna do Let's Plays for GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and Dreamcast. And you're like, Corey, how can you do Game Boy Advance games? Well, there's 2 simple ways to answer that question. 1, I have a Game Boy player on my GameCube, and 2, they're available on the Wii U eShop, which I hooked up and updated for the first time in like a year and a half. The last time, you want to know the last time I updated this? When we did the Pikmin 3
I was about to say that
Pod and Play episode. So that tells you how long it's been since we did this. So I actually had to take the Pikmin 3 disc out of the Wii U because it was still in there. I forgot to eject it from when we did it. So,
wow.
So that's all hooked up, and so yeah, it's a good time. So we're gonna get into what we've been playing. Hasn't been very much for me. I've been playing Puyo Puyo Tetris. I've been playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, but mostly I'm trying to get this website stuff done because I want to get started on the NX Challenge stuff, which, Ed, congratulations, you finished your first game.
Yes.
I want to get started on that. I want to get started on these new shows. I want to finish Pod and Play. But the website, if the website is up to date, then I will not have to worry about it. So
yeah.
But also, Ed, besides the games I've been playing, I've picked up a bunch of stuff this week. And by me picking stuff up, I have to thank my mom. Because you know how Target had 3DS games on sale this past week? And you know how I got rid of a lot of my 3DS games to purchase equipment for this stuff. So Fire Emblem Echoes and Codename Steam are games I picked up this week. So I added that to A Link Between Worlds and Ocarina of Time 3D. It's coming along. So, but yeah, I mean, let's face it. Puyo Puyo Tetris hasn't changed. Tetris hasn't changed in like 35 years, you know. And then Roller Coaster Tycoon, no patch to fix that frame rate yet. So,
oof,
it's not the best way to play that game. Look, I got it because it has a very significant moment of nostalgia for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is the worst way to play that game. I'm sorry. It's not great. If you want a version that runs well, just download the mobile version and pay a couple dollars for the assets and stuff. But that's kind of been it. I do want to say that I am starting my NX challenge this week, though. So probably Sunday. My first game is A Link to the Past. I've never finished it. I've actually never even beaten the first dungeon, to be honest with you. So that's my first NX challenge game. But Ed, since you've had a way more interesting week than I have, why don't you tell us what you've been playing? So
I'm definitely going to stick to Switch because I have been playing some. I actually installed Destiny 1. So I got all the content and everything, and I'm about to redo a Titan. I'm about to start it back with a Titan, so I'm about to do just everything. But getting back to Switch, let me talk about the games that I did pick up. Fighter's History. This is a game by Data East. This is the arcade version. Yes. And the thing about it is that this is a game that Capcom sued Data East about.
Yeah. Is this the fighting game that they tried to sue Capcom, copied for Street Fighter or whatever?
Yeah, Capcom, yeah. And the judge ruled in Data East's favor about it. So, because it wasn't like nothing like Street Fighter, but they were saying that it kind of resembled it, but it didn't. So, that game I've never played because it didn't come to arcades in my area, so this would be the first time of me playing it. And I'm sorry, everybody, I had to actually look at my Switch because I did buy some more games for it. I got Comic Star Heroine. Also, everybody, I had to buy new micro SD card. So, Corey, I got the 200.
Oh, so, nice.
Nice. Yeah, that one was only like $35. So I ended up getting that. I got a game called Mad Age and This Guy. It's kind of like an old school Bomberman 8-bit game looking. It's kind of cool. And Xeno Valkyrie Plus is what I got. Last but not least, the game, for my NX challenge, I am playing Fire Emblem Warriors. That was supposed to be the first game, but I picked up this game called The Way Remastered. It was only 99 cents, and this came out way before it, so it does count for the NX challenge. It's not a new game in 2019. I got it in 2018 in December.
Yeah, my cousin actually told me about that the other day, and it was funny because like when you posted that screenshot, me and him were having the conversation, and like I opened Facebook, and you posted the screenshot, and I'm like, huh. 99 cents, well spent, I suppose. Yes.
I can say it's really good. It's a little bit frustrating. Sunday, I spent the whole day playing 85% of it. So I finished the game like Monday morning, and that's when I did the caption that, hey, I beat this game and stuff. And you can go back, and they have an achievement system in there. So there are things that you can unlock, and they kind of tell you what it is. But it's a really good game. I think I might go back and try to unlock everything. Um, but for right now, it's an indie game. Since it's an indie game, it's only two Yoshi coins. And I know I was talking on Arsenal X on how everything was broken down, but I had to redo the scoring system because I didn't talk about how third party games play in this. So you guys can actually go to ngrradio.com and read all the reviews, or if you guys are on our Facebook page at Nintendo Power Block, you guys can see the rules there, how everything is broken down. So yeah, I really did enjoy this game and stuff. Kind of cool music. There are memory stuff that you collect that tells the actual story on how your wife died and what led up to the adventure of everything. So it's really cool and stuff. I will say, anyone who owns this game, I will say play with the Pro Controller and not the Joy-Cons. I think the Pro Controller is more reliable with the button presses and movement and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, Fire Emblem is going to be my next game. And probably by the time you guys see this episode, I'll have Tales of Vesperia and Super Mario Brothers U. I didn't pick those games up just yet because I just didn't go to the store and get them yet. So, but that's pretty much what I've been playing for Switch. Hopefully, when I get done with Fire Emblem Warriors, because I really am enjoying that game. Hopefully, I'll be done with that by next week. I'm going to be starting on some Xbox games and some more Nintendo games. Like, I really need to get through Breath of the Wild, like, badly. So, I'm debating on what will be my next Nintendo game after that. And then jumping back on my Xbox and stuff. But yeah, that's what I kind of been playing and stuff. So.
Nice. All right, so we're going to get into our news bits here. So there were a lot of release dates announced via Twitter this past week for Switch games. Kind of thought some of these would be part of a direct that we didn't get. So yeah, so by the time this episode posts, you will be able to see our mini block that we threw up on YouTube about, you know, what a Nintendo Direct means to us and how we think it should be. And then you'll also be able to catch our Direct precap where we predict the next Nintendo Direct, whether it comes in January or beginning of February. Because you know what I was thinking, Ed? I went back and was watching some of our old stuff and kind of researching Directs. Last year, the first Direct of the year was a mini Direct.
Yes.
Which was 11 minutes of just game with like 14 games in it, I think is what it was. The first full Direct was in February, the beginning of February. So I think maybe these tweets took the place of the mini Direct because they didn't really have that much ready for it. I don't know. Maybe at the end of January or beginning of February is more likely. But we're gonna talk about some of these release dates here. First off, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen from Capcom announced release date of April 23rd, I believe. So, an action RPG. A lot of people compare it to Dark Souls meets Monster Hunter meets Skyrim sort of thing. But I haven't played it. I know it's always been a game that's looked interesting, but I haven't really got around to playing it, you know, and it was free with gold at one point on Xbox, but now it's coming to Switch for $30.
Yeah, and I have it for PlayStation 3, but I just didn't put more time into it. Yeah, I think this is a game that I'm definitely going to be picking up so I could revisit. I know they said that you won't need Switch Nintendo Online and it's coming with all the DLC. So I'm kind of intrigued. Hopefully it plays better on Switch. Like it's a little bit faster, and they did some improvements to it. But I'm intrigued in playing it. I'm probably gonna end up picking it up and getting it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely pick it up and check it out. I hope it goes a little bit better than the way that Monster Hunter went for me when I played it for the first time on Switch. But yeah, so that was the first game that got announced, and then shortly after we get a release date for Yoshi's Crafted World with an adorable trailer.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that I know I probably shouldn't really talk about my kid all that often on shows or whatnot, but like when I saw that happen, I put it on my laptop and I opened it up and watched her and let her watch it. And like, dude, she giggled. Like she was giggling when she was watching it. And it was the cutest thing ever. I'm like, thank you for liking Yoshi at least. Thank you. But the trailer was super adorable. Yoshi's Crafted World's coming out March 29th, 2019. Exactly when I said it was coming out. I said, I bet it hits that last third of March where Kirby Star Allies landed.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
you're right.
Man.
I think...
Yeah, it's one for me. One for me.
Yes. Because I you know what, I probably was thinking March 2 and April. Sometime in the spring, but I just couldn't like put a date to it. Because I know me and you probably was wondering like what's the schedule going to be for that game, and it's like a day one purchase for me. Like I need to have this game. So
yeah, so I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for this game. It's gonna be so good. I've actually when I saw this trailer is when I decided to hook up my Wii U because I want to play a little bit of Yoshi's Woolly World just for a let's play for the channel, and so that's why I initially got my Wii U out. But then I'm like, well, there's Game Boy Advance games on the eShop now, and now I can play them on a TV in glorious HD. And downloaded the Minish Cap and
yeah, I have Woody World on my Wii U and 3DS, and there's nothing like hooking up your headphones to that bug and hearing the music to Woody World. And I really hope that transitions to Craftable. Yeah. Like I Woody World to me is an all-time classic now. Mm-hmm. And if Crafted lives up to that same expectation, they're going to have another like all-time classic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, and lastly, two of the 75,000 Final Fantasy games that got announced for Switch last year. Final Fantasy X-10-2 is coming on April 16th, and I still think 10 is going to be on the cart, and 10-2 is going to be a download. I still think that's how it's going to be. And then Final Fantasy 12 is coming on April 30th, which a little soon, I feel. I don't feel like both these games need to come out in the same month. You know? 2 weeks apart? I don't... I mean...
I think because it's also being connected to Xbox.
Yeah.
Square Enix probably just figured out if we're going to get out on Nintendo, we might as well do it for Xbox. And we might as well push these two out the way so that we could do 7 and 9 a little bit later. And I think they'll probably push 9 after. Something about 7 is very suspicious now. Suspicious in the way that I think 7 might be coming during E3. And we might see something when Square Enix talks about the 7 remake.
Yeah.
We might see something announced for Xbox One and Switch. Saying that Switch.
I think to your point, I think because the 7 remake is running on Unreal Engine 4. I think they confirmed. So, which I think most of Square's projects are now running on Unreal Engine 4. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to show a trailer for remake, and they're going to say you can download the the updated PS1 version now on Switch and Xbox One.
Yes.
That day. I feel like that's a good prediction. 9 needs to come soon because 9 is the best.
I think 9 is going to be in May. I have that feeling that 9 is going to be in May.
Yeah.
Because we still got Crystal Chronicles, and I think is it the sequel to Crystal Chronicles?
No.
Is that the new one?
No, it's just Crystal Chronicles Remastered.
Okay.
World of Final Fantasy already came out.
Yeah. We still got the Chocobo Mystery Dungeon coming out. So I think we still got just four more coming.
Just the numbered ones, and then Crystal Chronicles.
Okay.
So yeah, I would really actually like to see. I don't know if you played it on Wii, the Crystal Bears, which was the pseudo sequel to Crystal Chronicles, and that one was pretty good. I think if you clean it up a little bit and kind of just there's some kind of grindy quests similar to if you took some of those quests and did what you did for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, and just cleaned up the quests a little bit. That game could be. I think that game, if you re-release that game could do something cool. Because I actually really liked that game.
Yeah.
One of the few games I played on the Wii. So
as you talked about the Wii, I looked at him my huge library.
But yeah, man, there was a lot announced this week, and that's kind of, man, Nintendo's just making me rethink everything now. Gosh, stop! They keep making me question everything.
Hey, we still got an Indie Direct for the spring, so we haven't even touched on that stuff. Yeah, because I was even looking at the last Direct, Indie Direct stuff, and I was just that is right. There's games on here that been announced but don't got no release date.
Yeah. So I mean, there's. I mean, look, I'm focused on January right now. New Super Mario Brothers U, just got it today. I'm going to put up a quick look. The quick look will be up by the time you guys see this episode too. I don't know how much I'm going to play, but man, that game, when it came out on Wii U, I know everybody hated on it because there were so many new Super Mario Brothers games, but I didn't play the one on Wii. I barely touched the one on 3DS. Mm-hmm. So the only time I really played New Super Mario Brothers was the DS one, which was really good. And when it was announced that it was a Wii U launch title, I was super excited, and I almost 100% of that game. There's a couple levels towards the end that are super challenging, but man, that is a good 2D Mario game. Let me tell you,
it is. It really is.
I do kind of feel like Mario feels a little bit floaty, but just not super floaty, but just enough to not feel like the NES or Super NES ones.
Yes,
but from what I'm hearing, Toadette feels a lot more like Mario from Super Mario World, and even though that's kind of easy mode, if you want a pure Mario experience, maybe Toadette is who you should play as. But can't wait to play this game, man! Can't wait.
It's funny. A lot of people are streaming it today, so I think it did good in sales.
No, yeah, dude. I bet this outsells the Wii U version by 5-1. Man, this game's gonna have such a long tail on it just because it's a 2D Mario game. Oh man, so good. But I can't wait to play that. I got all these games to play now, and I'm never gonna have the time because I keep making myself do other things. How can I talk about games if I don't get to play the games? Oh man. Anyways, Ed, let's move on. Let's move on to our next story. Speaking of Yoshi's Crafted World, have you seen this Japanese bundle?
With all the different color Yoshis?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this comes from Nintendo Life, excuse me. If you're a huge fan of Yoshi, and we mean a huge fan of Yoshi, then this Yoshi's Crafted World bundle is most likely, probably, absolutely for you. Releasing on the same day as the standalone game and melting our hearts of pure joy, this bundle includes the game and no less than 10 Yoshi plushies for your cuddle enjoyment. It's available to pre-order right now on Amazon Japan, and sadly, it's a Japan exclusive. But Amazon Japan does ship worldwide for approximately $209 US. So it's pretty awesome. That's a cool bundle. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really want those. I really want them.
Bring them to me, Nintendo. Bring it to America.
Bring it to America. No, you don't like my song, Ed?
No, that's good.
You don't like my song? You don't like my song? Oh man! All right, let's get into some more news here. It's kind of a small news week.
Slow week. Yes.
I mean, we kind of covered all the big news in the same story. So there was one other story here. Oh, Ed Boon officially shares the cover art for Mortal Kombat 11. It's pretty cool looking, actually. It's just bright. It's like this bright yellow with Scorpion on the front of it. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool looking image. So, are you getting Mortal Kombat for Switch?
For Switch, yeah.
Yeah,
I am.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat fan, but since we run the Nintendo channel, I might as well get it for Switch.
Yeah, it's. I think I was trying to play. When I was playing Injustice 2 on Xbox One, I'm just like, I don't know if the controls feel right on this game, but it's cool. And then when I played Street Fighter Alpha 3 with the Pro Controller on Switch, I'm just like, this fits for a fighting game. So yeah, I think I'm going to get Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. Nice. I don't know, it just felt right with that controller.
Nice. So the last news story we're going to cover today, Super Meat Boy Switch physical editions are now available for pre-order from Best Buy. Other retailers coming soon. Super Meat Boy. I'm not going to read all this stuff. It's just describing the game. For those of you who don't know, though, by the way, Super Meat Boy, super awesome platformer.
Yes,
it's pretty. If you like Celeste, you should play Super Meat Boy. I'm just going to put it that way. In the latest, this is the second paragraph from the story on Nintendo Life. In the latest update, Team Meat's Ruthless 2D platform game is receiving a physical release courtesy of Limited Run Games. The game is currently a US only item with pre-orders available from the Best Buy website. There's also an option to purchase the game directly from Limited Run Games website later down the line. The physical version comes with a game card, a manual, and includes full color interior artwork. The art inside this manual is freaking amazing. You have to look it up. It's amazing.
Yes.
So, so you should probably pre-order that. I think it's going to be about $30. So
I want to add plus physical.
Yeah, don't we all? Also, you guys should buy N++. It's a great game. If you like platformers, N++, Super Meat Boy, Celeste, Lightfall, yeah, those are all great games. You should buy them all.
Yeah. And everybody, the week of this episode that you guys are seeing it, Iconicast will be available for pre-order, and I have my money ready.
Oh, for the limited run?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Ed, we have a couple questions from the question block. So I did not send them to you. I apologize. So we're just going to wing it. Like I said, not very prepared today.
Yeah, it's a casual show.
It's fine. Remember, we were giving away Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes for Nintendo Switch. The contest, you need to have your questions in by January 19th because we are recording that weekend for the Tuesday episode, and the winner will be announced on January 22nd's episode. So you need to have your questions in by then. You can email us at nintendopalblock@gmail.com and subscribe to the YouTube page, and you could enter to win. Yeah. So, yes. All right, our first question comes from David Castorina. He says, 2 questions, why not? Well, we're going to read one, and then if we like the first one, we will read the second one. What's up, guys? A big thank you for giving all the people a chance to get Travis Strikes Again. Thank you if I get selected. Congrats to the winner if I do not. Future-proofing at the finest. Given what we know for Nintendo's 2019 and what we don't know, specific release dates, if you can replace one game with another, example would be replacing Yoshi with Animal Crossing to get that game sooner. What 2 games would you swap out with each other and why?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would swap out Final Fantasy X and put in Daemon X Machina. I am ready for that game. I played Final Fantasy X and beat it already. I have it on PlayStation 3. I have it on PlayStation 4.
I bought that game like 4 times because I got it when it came out to PS2. Right, I think that's the reason why I bought a PS2 was Final Fantasy X, and then I played Final Fantasy IX and fell in love with that game. And then I bought the HD version on PS3, and then then when I had a Vita, I bought it on Vita. And then when it came to PS4, I bought it when it was on sale. So
exactly, yeah. It's just that I played Final Fantasy X so much that I know the story, I know the characters, blah blah blah. Daemon X Machina, I believe, would get more recognition in April, and it would be probably the Switch's biggest game to get for that month. It's a new third-party game, new IP. It looks colorful. The combat looks crazy and fun. I love the art. Of course, I love the art aesthetic, and it just pops in. It became definitely my E3 most anticipated game over Anthem. I love Anthem, but Daemon X Machina became my number 1 game of the show. So I think it would do better sales over Final Fantasy X. And I don't want that game to get lost in the holiday, in the fall schedule. Like, because if it has to compete with Pokemon or it has to compete with Metroid, Pikmin, or whatever is coming out for the fall from Nintendo and other third parties, and even some indies, Daemon X Machina is going to get lost. And I really want this game to succeed. So I will switch out Final Fantasy X.
Nice.
And sorry.
Nice. Well, for me, it's hard because we really don't know a lot of release dates, but I think, Metroid Prime 4 is the obvious one I would pick, but I'm going to pick something different. I think I would swap Luigi's Mansion with Yoshi's Crafted World. As much as I'm looking forward to Yoshi's Crafted World, I love Luigi's Mansion. So that's the one I would switch
3,
out.
you mean?
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3. I love the first 2 games. So is what I meant. So I would swap Luigi's Mansion 3 with Yoshi's Crafted World. I can't wait to see that game in glorious HD. I'm hoping there's a secret unlock that they just remastered the first game without telling anybody and just packed it in. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, what if they remaster the other 2 games and just pack it in for no reason?
I think I might have to be like, you need to get off of work right now and you need to talk to me.
By the way, did you play Dark Moon?
Yeah, I have it on 3DS.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So good. Also, the one by Capcom, the arcade game, that thing stays packed at Dave & Buster's. It's so good, and that needs to come to Switch.
Yeah, dude. When you come visit, we need to find a Dave & Buster's that's close and just do dumb arcade let's plays.
Yes.
Oh man. All right. You know what? I think he gets his second question read. So
okay.
Also, do you believe some Nintendo games don't have a release window because they will be more suited for a possible Switch revision later in the year? No.
No, I think it's because of Nintendo's marketing. I think they're trying to get things ready. Clear out some bugs, polish up the quality and stuff. For right now, I think they're trying to get things right for the Nintendo Direct and presentation for the trailers. So all the overdubbing, the editing clips and stuff. Definitely, if you look at how Smash is being dubbed with its DLC characters, where they're probably making sure that they're balancing those DLC characters, getting that trailer ready, because we haven't even seen how Joker is going to play. So they're probably trying to get stuff like that ready for the year. So I think it's going to be up to the Nintendo Directs on how they set it out. And then when they are able to lock down the release dates and stuff, we'll see them. We'll see those dates announced. And plus, they got some surprises and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, I kind of think, I feel like whenever this revision happens, it's going to be catering more for third-party support than it is for Nintendo. I think there was only one Nintendo game that required the new 3DS, right? That was Xenoblade 3D.
Yes.
So, I mean, we saw how that worked out. Yeah, there were games that ran better, like Smash had better load times and that sort of thing. But nothing was really terrible on the 3DS except for like Hyrule Warriors, which, wasn't developed by Nintendo. It was published by Nintendo, but not developed. So, I mean, for me, whatever this revision is, and I still don't think it's coming this year because I think the Switch has a ton of momentum and I don't think they want to break it up. I think the revision is for when the momentum of the system is slowing down, right? And this thing is showing no signs of slowing down. So I could see a revision next year, but not this year. And which brings me to my next point is like I think there's been some questions on because the president said something about maybe Nintendo doesn't develop for consoles in the future, and like a lot of people took that a weird way, but like it got me thinking like what's Nintendo gonna do after the Switch? And like to me it's like, what if Nintendo just keeps iterating on the Switch and just keeps like, okay, well, it's already a perfect kind of setup, right? Where like we have Nintendo Switch, you can play it on your TV, you can take it with you. It covers both, handheld and TV.
Yes.
Maybe we move away from handheld things altogether and use mobile, and I'm just speaking just off the top of my head. I'd be sad if like there wasn't really a successor to the 3DS, right? I'd be kind of sad, and even though like, yes, I want Nintendo to focus development on one system, but, to me, Nintendo's always been like, man, your handhelds are cool and your home consoles are something that we can't get anywhere else. And like, I got Fire Emblem Echoes today, and I was like super excited to get it and play a little bit of it. So I re-downloaded Fire Emblem Heroes, and it got me thinking like, Nintendo really knows how to develop for mobile, right?
Yes.
They haven't had like a garbage mobile game yet. Animal Crossing's great. Fire Emblem's amazing. For a mobile game, it's like the simplified version of Fire Emblem, but it is amazing. Like, it's a great Fire Emblem game. If you guys haven't played Fire Emblem Heroes, you can play through the whole campaign without spending a penny, right? And so, like, to do some of the hard challenges and some of the other things, like, you may want to spend some money because they're extremely difficult and you need those 5-star heroes. But you can play through the whole campaign without spending a penny, and it's a good time. And Super Mario Run was like, wow, this is not what I expected it to be, but it was still really fun, right? So, right. I mean, and they've got Mario Kart Tour coming. They've probably got some sort of Zelda game coming, maybe not necessarily a full-on Zelda game, but, like a little dungeon crawly kind of, let's solve some puzzles and push some stuff around and you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. So I was thinking like, what if they just keep iterating on the Switch and maybe 10 years from now we have like a Switch 2.0 or whatever. But you know, we'll get iterations throughout time, and it's still gonna be like backwards compatible with all your old Switch stuff. It's still gonna be backwards compatible, and you know, you're gonna be able to download digital games and play Nintendo Switch Online, which is like, it'll probably be NES, Super NES, N64 by then, Game Boy Advance, that kind of stuff. They'll have it figured out, you know, and
yes,
I think the Switch is the console that if they have something later down the line, it needs to be like Switch. There's no going back now, right?
I'm thinking 2025 we would get Nintendo's next innovative system, and I think it's still going to be Switch-like. You know, taking off the Joy-Cons, using different accessories, having this big library, you know, Nintendo Online and stuff. But they're going to probably be like, how do we push ourselves with this?
Yeah.
Like how do we still be able to? Because like for me, my next thing, and I think Jesse was talking about this, having like a USB connected it to your TV, and
yeah, by then, like, what if all TVs just had USB-Cs or whatever, USB-C cables instead of HDMI cables, plugs, all that kind of things, and you just plug the USB cord in there, and it's charging and transferring video at the same time.
Yes.
So.
Like, and you won't have really. And the only thing that you really have to deal with is just the AC cord. I mean, I think you could still have something like the dock if you don't want to, because they're probably like $19.99 for that. You know, if you want to have the USB kind of thing. If you want to have that, you can.
Or what you can do, you know, is if like by then, like whatever the next thing is after 4K, right?
Yes.
What if you have like a Switch thing, like the screen is like 1080p, super clear, super clean, right? And you can plug it into your TV, and maybe it plays 1080p, maybe it plays 4K at that point, because, you know, technology advances that fast. But like,
yes,
if you want like an 8K version, you get the dock, and the dock has processing power in it, and you just attach it to the Switch, and it just adds extra processing power. You know, it gives you cleaner graphics, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, something like that.
Yeah, because I think it would be cheaper, or in 2025, I think it'd be 4K would be cheap enough that Nintendo could upscale their games to it and the release. I see. Release technology that is kind of budget price that's reasonable, and it don't have to be big and grand and stuff, but it could run games that still could look nice. And even if, depending on what art stylists use, you could still put a nice looking third party or first party game on there.
Yeah.
Or even indie games. So I can still charge $350 if you want to charge. Nintendo's getting ready to the $400 price. I think there's going to be a lot that's going to be included, but I think still $350 is going to be their price range. They're going to be trying to make something still reasonable for them.
Yeah. And you know, Nintendo always plays to their own drum. You know, like I whatever PlayStation and Xbox are doing, I'm about 99.9% sure Nintendo's going to go the complete opposite direction. You know, like
I think.
Like if streaming to your Xbox and PlayStation is the future, like I still think Nintendo is going to be that console that you can go to, and at least even if they don't have physical media by then, like you'll be at least be able to download the stuff to the console. You'll still be able to, like, yes, you know what I mean. So
and last but not least for me, I think Nintendo would talk to Microsoft to be like, okay, let's work something out to get your adaptive controller to work with our system.
Yeah. So, I mean, that iteration, I know, like, we went way beyond what the question asked, but, like,
yes,
I still think that I don't think Nintendo will ever develop for an iteration, right? I think I think maybe they'll do it to one game and it'll be a port of something like Xenoblade was, right? For 3DS, and it'll be like the processing power can run this game now. But, for everything else, it's going to be like maybe it cleans it up a little bit. Maybe Zelda runs at 1080p instead of 900p, that kind of thing. But it's never going to hinder the experience, which is something that I really appreciate about the 3DS, So, I don't see an iteration coming this year. I see an iteration coming when Scarlet and PS5 come. I bet they put an iteration out in like the spring of that year that the Xbox Scarlet and PS5 come out.
Yes. That
way they don't lose momentum and they can keep up and be like, look, this iteration will help us buy time for these third parties that are now developing for more powerful platforms, right? Whatever Wolfenstein 3 looks like, whatever, I don't know. I don't even know what's coming out by then, but that was the first game that popped into my mind. So, because Bethesda already confirmed that that Wolfenstein 3 will come to Switch. So, even though Wolfenstein 3 hasn't technically been announced yet, but it's coming. So, and Doom Eternal, the thing right now is like Panic Button's doing such killer work that like the only thing that they're going to need is bigger cartridges, which will be cheaper by then. They won't need extra processing power. Yeah, it'll be nice, and it'll probably have a cleaner frame rate, but like they're already doing work that's amazing.
And I think this year we get the 64 gig cards.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't really see an iteration coming this soon. I think it'll come. They might start putting orders in and manufacturing costs in to an iteration this year. You will not see it on the market this year because they want to keep the momentum going, and Pokemon is going to sell units like hotcakes. So, I think if you put Animal Crossing out in the fall with Pokemon, dude, you don't want to waste money. You don't want to split your player base like that. And those two games are going to sell Switches like gangbusters. So.
I think Animal Crossing would be September. Pokemon would still be in November. So you got two big games. You still got two big sales for a Switch coming.
Yeah. So good questions. I enjoyed those questions. So yes. Our last question of the day comes from someone who calls himself Solid. He says, "Hello, Nintendo Power Block. I stumbled upon your giveaway via YouTube and decided to enter. I have subscribed to the YouTube channel, and my proof is in the attached picture. My question," he did send a picture. See? Whoa, phone droppage. See? Subscribed. But anyways, he says, "My question for the question block is, do you think that Travis Strikes Again will sell enough for Suda51 and the team to consider making No More Heroes 3?
I think it's already in the plan. So whether it sells or not, I think No More Heroes 3 is probably in development.
I bet it's in pre-production. Mm-hmm. I think Travis Strikes Again will do well. I think it'll do well enough to warrant No More Heroes 3. The only way I could see them not making No More Heroes 3 is if Travis Strikes Again totally bombs. And I really don't think it's going to bomb.
I don't think it's going to bomb. I think what's going to happen is that this game is going to sell enough so it can get a physical version.
It is getting a physical. It is getting a physical.
It's getting a physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's $40 and comes with the season pass.
But that's at a later date, right?
No, it's coming on Thursday.
They are doing physical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll be out on the 16th, 18th, Friday.
Okay, so I thought they was doing just the digital version for the game, but they announced physical. Well, I think it's going to do enough for them to, and the sales is more for how interest people are in for this game than actually being money for development to get this game done.
Yeah. I would really like to see the first two games come over too at some point. I know he's
like a connection.
Yeah, I know he's expressed interest in bringing No More Heroes 1 and 2 to Switch, but
I think they'll probably come as a collection. I think that's probably something that should be in Nintendo Direct. I think 2 is going to be more acceptable than 1 is. 1 is kind of like the entry door. 2 is going to be like the one to make me like, as crazy as this is, I'm loving this game, and so. But I think No More Hero, Travis Strikes Again is going to do just fairly well. I'm hoping, and this might sound crazy, I'm hoping for 400,000 sales, like downloads and physical copies. Because to me, I'd rather buy it physically than get it digitally. And if I can't get it physical, then I just buy it digitally. Like I'm definitely going to own this game.
Yeah. So I hope it sells well. I think it's going to sell well, but we'll see.
We shall see.
We shall see. That's all the questions we have for this edition of Question Block. Remember, you have 1 week left after today to get your questions in and your subs in. So NintendoPowBlock@gmail.com. You can email there and subscribe to the YouTube page. Again, thank you everybody for all your support and subscribing to Nintendo Power Block, helping us get that URL. Very proud of that. Remember, we have more channels that need those URLs. So if you can slide on over to Arsenal X, our Xbox channel, Nerds Gone Platinum, our PlayStation channel, and the rest of our channels, just slide on over there. Give them a little subscribe. Even if you're not really interested in the Division or Anthem or Destiny, we just really appreciate getting those URLs. It helps us out a lot in terms of our promotion and marketing and stuff like that. So, it just really helps out.
And everybody, even if you're not interested, it's good to hear about them because these guys deliver a lot of great content, a lot of great discussions. And it's really good to see how everybody's hyped and everybody's just anticipated for these games to come out. And definitely for me, even though I'm not on the shows, all 3 games I'm buying. Like there's no doubt about it.
Oh, you're going to be on Tower Casuals this week.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I am. But Javelins for Hire, great Anthem podcast. I'm very happy for that. The Division 2, having Jason and Moose on, like all you guys like really clicked. And those 2 games I cannot, like, they're day one purchases, and I'm so ready to play them that it's gonna hurt Nintendo to be like, I'm sorry, Switch and 2DS, I gotta put you to the side. I gotta play these other games.
I know. I'm looking at my list of games that I would like to purchase this year, and it's like I have to get Anthem first before any of these other games because we run the podcast and the channel, and I'm going to be spending most of the weekend doing videos for the channel, and B, if you pre-order it and then get EA access, you get the game a week early, and Jesse and I want to record stuff that week so we can post it when the embargo lifts, which is I think it's the day before Anthem comes out, and we'd be able to play the first 10 hours together that weekend. So man, that first week, and the other thing too is we also want to play Crackdown that week. So there's gonna be no sleep that weekend.
It's going to be bonkers. And
so we might have to do a live Arsenal X via Crackdown that week.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. We might have to just record while playing the game, like we did that Sea of Thieves episode.
Which reminds me, I got to get my review list together. I'm not reviewing Anthem, but Crackdown 3 I am, because I feel like Anthem is going to take a team to get that done, because you kind of want to see everything.
I think Jesse and I, for Javelins for Hire, I think we're going to do a review discussion after we kind of get partway through the campaign. After we've had a significant chunk of time with it, I think we're going to have a review discussion separate from the podcast. We're just going to throw it up on the YouTube channel, like a 20-minute discussion, 15-20-minute discussion on Anthem, and whether we like it or not. I hope it's good, man, because we're dedicating a lot of time to this right now.
Yeah, and I think, and I know we're going to be not shutting it down soon. But I think for all of us here at NGR Radio, those who are picking up Anthem, a lot of people are just really worried. Like for me, it's just a server. I'm not worried about the combat or the flying and the graphics and stuff. Not worried about that. I just hope that the server is good enough and it doesn't have a lot of lag and dropping players. Hopefully all those issues and stuff get patched if it is. But that's my only concern. It's just the servers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little concerned about that day one launch just because, like, companies haven't had the greatest day ones in terms of server load. So, but other than that, dude, everything I've watched on the game, I've probably consumed, like, probably 8 to 10 hours of Anthem videos this week. And it's just, like, just trying to take notes and getting these scripts ready because I want to have these videos out, maybe not this week, but the week after.
Yes.
Before the game, like I want to have it the week the demo comes out, which is I think the 25th through the 27th. I think is when the demo comes out for pre-orders.
That's only for pre-orders.
Yeah, and then the following weekend is the open demo, which is like the I don't know, the 6th, 7th, 8th of February. And then the 15th is the Origin Access, EA Access, first 10 hours of the game are available for those who pre-order it through there. So, yeah, it's this Anthem channel is it's a big deal to us, and we're trying. And so is Dark Zone Junkies. You know, I mean, we have a little bit more time to prepare stuff for that channel, but like. These two channels specifically are like they're going to be big deals to us, you know, and with the Platinum guys helping out with Dark Zone Junkies, like that's a big help with Jason and Moose helping out with that channel. So, they expect a lot of Let's Plays and a lot of shenanigans happening on Dark Zone Junkies. So, between us three and the Platinum guys, like. I think when we start doing Let's Plays for that, I think we're going to just keep posting just hilarious things that happen or like, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be fun because we're going to have literally 2 separate teams of 3 going in doing stuff and just hearing everybody yell and stuff is going to be hilarious. So
yes,
I can't wait. But that's gonna wrap up this episode of Nintendo Power Block. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember, you can find Nintendo Power Block every Tuesday at 7 a.m. on your podcast service of choice and youtube.com/Nintendo Power Block. You can also tweet at us at Nintendo_PBlock or find all of our content on ngrradio.com. Just search under the Nintendo Power Block banner. It's all coming together, Ed. It's all coming together. Jesse, we miss you. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatRichardCode, and you can check out my podcast, Option Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Google Play, and other podcast apps. I just did my bunch of game awards, so you guys can check that out. And I will be having a special guest coming soon on the show, and getting ready for season 5 of Optional Opinion. So cannot wait for it to be delivering that later on. Once I get my new mixer. But next episode will be better quality with my mixer and mic and everything. So
you know what?
I'll be ready.
People understand, and if not, they're jerks. It's fine. You can follow Jesse at PhantomMaggotAX on Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitter at CorianHD86. You can find me on. Everybody.
Arsenal X will be coming back. We did have to take a break. I believe it was really needed. But Arsenal X is coming back better than ever, and I cannot wait. We're going to have a good discussion about some things from Microsoft. So, yes.
Yeah, we reposted the Game of the Year episode this week. So for those who missed it, the week we put it out, we reposted it because we took the break, and so that was a good episode. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about our anticipated games for Xbox this year too. So,
oh yes.
oh man. But you can follow me on Twitter at CorianHD86. You can also find me on Instagram and twitch.tv at CorianHD. Come follow me. Sometime soon I'll be starting to stream after this website gets done. Also, subscribe to all of our other channels and our podcasts, including Nerds Gone Platinum, Arsenal X, Nerds Gone Rogue, The B-Sides, Javelins for Hire, Dark Zone Junkies, Tower Casuals, and of course, Nintendo Power Block. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!